Hello everyone and happy Thursday. I hope you've all had a really great week. Mine's been pretty good, although I had some sad news earlier this week. I lost a friend to cancer. Cancer is a horrible thing. Anyway, so for those of you just joining, if you see the little red live button at the top, that means you are seeing this live. If you don't see that little button at the top, that means you're viewing the recording. I will also post this video on my YouTube channel, so if you're watching from YouTube, you are watching a recording. My name is Dana Mosley. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Phoenix, Arizona, so welcome. Hey Lily, glad you could join. So fall is coming soon, and it's Arizona, it's hot. It doesn't feel like fall is coming, but it's gonna be here before you know it. I thought I would do a fun fall card, easy fall card, show you some of the fall stuff. But first I want to give you some announcements. So this Sunday is the last day of the In Color sale. So this year's In Colors, anything with the In Color in it. So it's the markers, the paper, the ink, and even designer series paper if it has any of the colors in it, or the kits. They're all on sale 15% off. So if you go to the top and you go to specials, there is a category that says In Color sale. So if you bring that up, it'll show you everything that is on sale. Those are 15% off. So speaking of markers, last week I told you that Stampin' Up! Is getting rid of Stampin' Write markers. The blends have become more popular than the markers. So they are also on the last chance list. So as of about an hour ago, I looked at the last chance list. They're still there. All of them are still there. So if you really love those Stampin' Write markers, I suggest you go on there and get them before they're gone, because once they're gone, they're gone. Hey Mom, glad you could join. Also last week they made an announcement about the red rubber stamps. So starting in November with the November online exclusives, all the red rubber is going away. It'll all be photopolymer. And then they are going to change the packaging as well. So we've all had the DVD case type of stamp cases. They are going to, like the pockets that our dies come in. But it's going to be a bigger size, and they'll all be uniform. So it'll be the photopolymer stamps and the dies are all coming in the same size packaging. So this is the size. So if you compare sizes, it's quite a bit bigger. And then they will have the images on the front for both the stamp set and the dies. So it'll be easy to kind of flip through. I know some people have talked about, they see the spine and it has the name and everything on the spine. But sometimes it's hard to see those little tiny images on there. So I have already started converting over to a bin type of storage in preparation for this fun new makeover. And I've actually found it so much easier to just grab my bin and bring it to my workstation and just flip through, and I can see all my stamp sets. So I think it's going to be a positive change. I really do. I think it's going to be a good thing, and it's going to save so much space. Gosh, you could probably get, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 in the size of one of these stamps cases. So I think it's going to be a good thing. So that was the news last week. I'm just carrying it over, getting you prepared for that. So next week, next Wednesday, September 3rd, we have new online exclusives. The holiday mini catalog goes live, and we have some new kits coming out. I kind of gave you a sneak peek last week. One of the kits is going to be used for World Card Making Day, which is October 4th. And if you remember from years past, they have done this online kind of almost like a little craft along kind of thing. So they're doing that again this year. So next Wednesday, when all the new stuff goes live, they will also have a link for you to register for the World Card Making Day event. Now I will probably have something right after my class because I also have class that day, so I'll just carry it over. People are welcome to stay, but you should still register even if you're going to come watch with me, because they will be giving you a free gift, and you won't get the free gift unless you register. So you got to register no matter if you decide to watch it live with me, or I think it's going to be recorded so you can maybe watch it a little bit later. But this is the kit that's coming out, handmade and heartfelt kit. Little sneak peek. This kit is coming out, and this is what they're going to be kind of doing that little craft along with World Card Making Day. So get ready to purchase that. Hopefully they have plenty in stock so they don't go on back order. I know I'm going to order a few, so if you decide you want to come over and watch with me, I will have some available. So I'm probably going to order like 3 or 4. And the cost is $29, but it makes like 10 cards, and it has this cute little box, like organizer box with it. So I think it's going to be a really cool kit. So that's World Card Making Day. That's October 4th. As I mentioned, I have class that day as well. And then, so back up to September classes. September, I have September 6th is our regular class. And then September 19th and 20th. So I used to have what was called a Christmas card buffet. I have revamped it and renamed it to a Christmas card Stamp-A-Stack. You're still going to be making 10 cards, but it'll be 5 designs, and you'll make 2 of each. And I've also added an extra session for those early birds. So I'll have Friday, September 19th at 10:30 in the morning, or you can come Friday evening at 6:30 in the evening, or you can come on Saturday like a normal class at 10:30. So I will be sending out emails probably this weekend. So pick your time, let me know when you want to come. I'm really excited. I've started working on my designs for that class, and it's going to be quite a bit of variety. As if you came to my buffet class, I had to come up with 10 different cards, so it was a big variety. But even with 5 cards, it's still going to be a good variety. We have some great paper that has come out, DSP, and some really great stamp sets. So you'll do 5 designs, 2 of each, so 10 cards total. So you'll get a jump start on your Christmas card making. All right, I think that is enough talking. As I said, fall is around the corner. We have some really pretty fall paper coming out. One is in the holiday catalog, and then there's another one coming in the online exclusives. I'm showing you tonight, I'm going to show you the one that's coming in the online exclusives. I like it better than the one that's in the holiday catalog, but that's my personal opinion. Everybody has their own opinion. So I'm going to turn you down and we'll get started. Hold on, okay? All right. Let me get you in my holder. Sorry for all the wobbly. All right. Hopefully we're good. I hate that there's this this like little glare. Hopefully it's not too distracting. But I don't know how to get rid of that without. I don't want to make it too dark because then you won't be able to see anything. So let me get you on my screen so you can see everybody. All right, so this is the paper that is coming out. You'll see that I've already started cutting into it. It's pretty paper. I think I showed this to you a couple weeks ago. This is called Gathering Together. And this one is the one that's coming in the online exclusives. So it's very fall colors, and it has flecks of gold in it. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. There's gold in the veins of the leaves. And then the other side is just kind of a matte neutral design. This one here, you know, is kind of that plaid look, but it has the gold in it. And then the other side, we just have a really simple design. There's like little bubbles. I don't know if you'll be able to see those on the camera. But it's just a nice neutral design on the back. And then this one here, I think this one has like all the colors that's being used in this paper. We have the early espresso, Cajun craze, old olive. This one here is I was about to say so saffron. We haven't had so saffron in so long. Oh my gosh. Crushed curry. That's the color. Oh my goodness. Where did so saffron come from? Goodness. All right, and then we have these cute little leaves on the back here. Nice neutral in the back. This one has the gold in it. This kind of reminds me of some like 70s wallpaper. There's like a couple of packs of designer series paper where there's been that one piece that's like wallpaper looking. All right, so this piece here has the gold here on the more neutral side, and then we have this really fabulous kind of plaid look. It reminds me of a flannel shirt, and then this really pretty fall leaves here, and then a neutral background. So this paper is just really, really pretty. I really like this one. I actually like it better than the one in the catalog. So this one is the online exclusives. So I've already cut some paper. So let me get that out. I've already cut my pieces here. So I'm going to use this fun piece that has like all the colors in it, and then that 70s wallpaper stripe. And then I have my base here. So let me tell you what I've got here. I've got my base. It's 5.5 by 8.5. It's a normal half sheet of paper. And then I need to score it. So this is just a really simple fun fold. I saw another demonstrator demonstrate this one the other day, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. It's so simple, but it's really cute. So you're gonna take your piece and you're gonna score at 1 1/4, and then at 5.5. And that's the scoring. It's so simple. And then you have this little piece on the side here, and then this flap over on this side. So it opens like that. So simple, little fun fold. All right, so now I have all my pieces. So let's put these parts together. Of course, we have our white piece that goes on the inside, and I am just going to leave this one blank with no stamping on it. This card is just really simple, very simple, and it uses, I'm going to use a stamp set that is from the current online exclusive, so I'll show that to you in a minute. So I'm just doing some layers. This piece here is 1 1/4 by 5.5. So I just am cutting some layers. This is 1 1/8 by 5 and I don't remember. Oh, let me get my ruler out. It was 5 3/8. All right, so let's put this on my card here. So I know I always tell you to go down 1/4, but in this case, to get the maximum design from your DSP, just because of the way the front of the card is, the dimensions, you're actually going down by an 1/8. So, because there's that extra layer on there. Now, if you wanted to just put the DSP, this is like the normal 1 inch by 5, I believe. 5 1/4. 1 inch by 5 1/4. I didn't write that part down. I don't know what happened there. I think I grabbed the wrong sheet of paper. All right, so we have our layers going on here. And as I said, it's a very simple card. Ooh. See, this is why I like the Tombow glue, because I have just a couple extra seconds to get it sliding over where it needs to be. There we go. All right, so there is the basic part of my card. Okay, and so I have used, this was from the July online exclusives. This is called Label Me Grateful, and it has some really great wording in here, some greetings. You are so appreciated. You're the best. Thank you. A little kindness makes a big difference, and so grateful for that heart of yours. And then there are dies that go with it. And I like the dies because it gives you some of those floral kind of leafy elements. And there's kind of a little bit of everything. We have like your basic, what is that, kind of like a fern type. We have these little acorns. This almost looks like a little poinsettia. We have some plain leaves. And then we have these fall leaves, and then there's this big label piece. So I've already cut some pieces. So here is the label, and then I did cut some of the fall leaves and then one of the little fern pieces. So I'm going to do, I think this one, A Little Kindness Makes a Big Difference. So I always make a little sample to try things out. And I decided that this time I'm going to make the card I'm doing for my live a little different than my sample card. So I'm kind of halfway winging it on this one. And I'm stamping more towards the top because I want to be able to put my leaf elements in there. All right. Also, on the online exclusives, there is this twine coming out. It's Early Espresso and Old Olive Linen Thread coming together. So this will be coming out next Wednesday as well. So I think I'm going to use the Old Olive. I used the Early Espresso, and I found the edge, and I should have tried to find the edge before coming on live, and I didn't. Found it. Whew. All right, so this is, I wanted to wrap this twine around here, and because this comes down and goes a little skinnier, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but we'll use some glue dots to keep it in line. So I want to get it on there, cut it off real quick, and I'm going to make just like a little bow. And then we'll we'll get it stuck there. All right. There we go. So see how it wants to come off because it's you know, it's at an angle there. But we'll get it. We'll get it. All right. So I am going to actually put this on my card first, and I'm going to use dimensionals. So I'm going to flip that over really carefully. And the dimensionals I can put on my twine, and I want to make sure I only do like half. I'll put this on here to help it stick. And I only want to do the half because we want to be able to open the card. All right. So we'll put this here on this side. Make sure that I didn't go over too much there, so we're good. All right, so now we want to put our nice little fern pieces on here. I'm going to use my little tweezers. If you do not have craft tweezers, you should really get some for some of these tiny pieces. I resisted using mine for a really long time. But I find that I use them more and more these days, and they sure do help. All right. So I don't want to cover up the words, so I'm just making sure I've got it in the right spot. And then this little piece here, how are we going to do this? So I told you I'm kind of winging it, halfway winging it here. So we're going to put this here. I always try to, like I said, make a sample, but then I don't want to make the same exact card. I want to have something to show you. This one I'm going to tuck in under the little label. It'll be a little difficult because I have all those dimensionals, but I found the sweet spot there. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little glue dot under the little knot of the bow just to make sure it stays. So grab my glue dots. Just like that. All right, and then you got to add some bling. So we do have some new bling coming out. These are the Cajun Craze and gold dots. So they are that like Cajun Craze color, and then you'll see little flecks of gold on the inside. I think these are one of my new fall favorites. Add a little up here, and then we have our card. So simple. All right, let me clean up my mess. Move these aside. So we have this really simple card, very fall-ish, and you get to utilize two sides or two different DSPs. So let me show you the one I made as a sample. This one here. I think they both came out really great. So very fun fall colors. And I just love this paper. I like it, like I said, better than the one that's coming in the catalog. But everyone has their own opinion. So so don't forget that next week, next Wednesday, the catalog goes live, as well as online exclusives. So start making your list. I know you probably haven't seen the online exclusives. I think there is a flyer that I can get off of the Stampin' Up site on the demonstrator site. I'll be emailing those out this weekend. So Lily, thank you. Mom, thank you. Yeah, they are cute. I love this paper. I'm kind of torn on the fall stuff. I like it, but I don't know. I just want to get to Christmas sometimes, but we gotta have our seasons. So beautiful paper. I hope you like it. Simple, fun fold. I hope you really like it and you make your list. So everyone have a really great weekend. Stay cool out there. It's supposed to be hot again. It kind of cooled off a little bit, but it's going to be, I think, 108. But fall is around the corner. I feel it coming, especially when we walk in the morning. I can feel it coming. So have a great weekend, everyone, and I will see you back here next Thursday. Good night.